James for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so we're getting another day started here in the Bay Area where we're putting the finishing touches on the Yugo Osaki training camp, and it's been a pleasure, man. It's been this last month or so has been one of the greatest months of my life, and it's just been phenomenal. But in the aftermath of Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, there's been a lot of questions from the boxing world and from the boxing media and from the boxing fans, the boxing community at large, of what is Terence Crawford going to do with his career. You know, he's reached the pinnacle a couple times in his career, but then he found the new pinnacle and then he reached that with a Canelo fight. So he's completed boxing. You know, and I've never said this in my entire time on YouTube, but I'm a fair guy. And it's just real. It's just real. He's the first fighter I can say in my lifetime to where I can say, honestly, you know what? He don't got nothing to prove. Like, he really, really doesn't have nothing to prove. Whatever he wants to do next, I'm okay with it. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He could fight whoever, wherever, however, whatever he wants to do. He earned it, right? That being said, I want to throw out a suggestion. I want to throw out an option, if you will. You know, because some people are saying, Terence Crawford, they want to see him fight Benavidez. He's pretty damn big. They want to see him fight Bivol. Bivol come down and fight him. I understand it. I understand why fans are trying to match-make those fights. Some people are still holding on to him fighting Jaron Ennis, right? But that's not going to happen. Some people want to see him fight Virgil Ortiz, but I don't think that happens either. Terence Crawford is about to be 39 years old. He's not going to fight none of them young dudes. So, and quite frankly, he don't have to. He really doesn't have to at this point. He earned that right. Some people have even thrown the possibility out of Terence Crawford going down to 160 and fighting the likes of a Johnny Beck, a Carlos Adames, and Erzeni Lara, one of them guys, and maybe trying to go out as a 6th division champion. And then listen, those are all options. But let me add my option. This is the True School options, all right? This is the True School option, courtesy of True School consultations, courtesy of True School management. Listen, man, free of charge. Listen, Terence Crawford recently he was with the Nebraska Cornhuskers college football team. He ran out, and he ran out with the team at Memorial Stadium, and the University of Nebraska gave Terence Crawford royal treatment. They really uplifted Terence Crawford as their hometown hero, as the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska. So I'll say it like this. I think Terence Crawford's final fight, if he decides to continue boxing, should be at the Memorial Stadium. I believe that's what it's called, the Memorial Stadium, the football stadium of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I think that would be the way to go out. He's from Nebraska. He's from Omaha. Nebraska Cornhuskers is like, they're the closest thing to a professional sports team they got. So why not bring, professional boxing at the highest levels to the place into the stadium of the team that is most beloved in Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. I feel like Terence Crawford, that would be a great way to go out. That'd be a great way to show love to his community, which I know he's big on. That'd be a great way to get the boxing world to maybe see Omaha, because let's be real, none of us are going to Omaha unless he's fighting, right? So it would give the boxing world and fans and just people around the world, if they want to come see him fight, a chance to see where Terence is from and check out Omaha. Maybe some of us might like Omaha. You don't know. And I even got an opponent picked out. Listen, I even got an opponent picked out. So again, free of charge advice from True School management, True School consultations, whatever you want to call it. I think Terence Crawford's final fight should be against Usima Lima. Yes, Usima Lima, the Angolian who's getting ready to fight Jaron Ennis. I'm gonna tell you why. For a couple of reasons. All right, a couple of reasons. Number one, Jaron Ennis sparred Canelo Alvarez to help him defeat Terence Crawford. And, I'm not against it. Like, I'm not against Jaron Ennis getting the help that he needs for his own career. That's world-class work against a world-class fighter. So, by all means, I defended him. I defended him, and I was on his side when people were calling him a race, a coon, a sellout, all that stuff. I said, no. Jaron Ennis is just doing what's best for him, right? But at the same time, I do feel like in what he did, part of that was, you know, he wanted to, troll Terence Crawford. And, you know, I love trolls. I love trolling. Speaking as a master troll myself, I love trolls. I know Terence Crawford is a troll. So I feel like, you know what, if he fights Usima Lima after Gerard Edis beats him, or after they fight or whatever, or who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? Maybe Angola wins the Philly versus Angola war. Because you guys know, for those that don't know, Philly versus Angola is the new rivalry in boxing. You know, why fight Virgil Ortiz or Bakaram or someone, you know, that people want to see you fight? Well, you can fight the guy from Angola. So Philly versus Angola is the new rivalry, right? But no, all jokes aside, Usima Lima, I really think is a guy that's, you know, he don't got to do much in this draw in this fight. Like, he's got to go in there and give one solid round with one memorable moment in the fight, and his stock's going to shoot through the roof. Because let's be real, nobody knew who Usima Lima was unless you looked at the rankings or until Boots announced that, you know, he was going to fight him, right? So my thing is, if you look at his style, Lima is a come forward, all action kind of a fighter. He's a 54-pounder, so Crawford can go back down in weight. And I think it'll be a good, entertaining fight. And I feel like for your final fight in a football stadium, you don't got to fight no damn killer. You don't got to fight for no legacy. That's already secured. You fought killers. You fought really good fighters. You proved yourself. So I feel like you should get a guy in there that you can beat, which I think is Lima, who's going to come forward and give you an all-action fight. That's Lima, right? So they got no problem using him for Boots, so why not use him for Crawford? Shit, why not? You know, they say he's strong and he's awkward and he comes to fight, so shit. Well, I want to see him come to fight Terence Crawford at the Memorial Stadium. I don't know what the seating capacity is there, but I would assume it's probably somewhere between 50,000 and 80,000. So shit, get the whole Omaha ready to go. Get the whole boxing world to descend upon the mean streets of Omaha, Nebraska. And that should be Terence Crawford's final fight. So I don't want to hear about him fighting Johnny Beck or Adames for the 6th Division champions. I don't want to hear about him fighting Benavidez or Bivol. And y'all got, listen, let's be real, guys. Y'all got to take the Virgil and Boots versus Crawford matchups and just chuck it in the bin. They're never going to happen, especially now because he experienced a whole new pay grade. And he's 39 years old. He don't got to fight those guys, right? So let me get him versus Usima Lima at the Memorial Stadium. A nice, fun, action fight. Let's reward Lima some more, right? Because we're rewarding him, right? According to Eddie Hearn, nobody at 154 wanted to fight Boots Ennis because they wanted too much money. So, shit, if Boots wanted to reward him, Crawford should reward him too. You get a payday. You get a payday. You get a payday. And all jokes aside, again, I think it would be actually an entertaining fight at the Memorial Stadium, the home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So that's what I want to see. If Crawford wants to continue fighting, that's my suggestion. That's my option that I'm presenting out there to the masses. You guys can let me know what you think. What do you guys think about Terence Crawford versus Usima Lima at the Memorial Stadium for a farewell fight in front of the hometown fans in Nebraska? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang It. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe. You won't be disappointed.